Aquarius, yes, you, the one who has been waiting, wondering, quietly asking the universe, when is it going to be my turn to be loved? I need you to hear me clearly right now. By the time August closes its golden curtain, you will not be walking alone anymore. There is a person, and the cards are almost shouting their name, who is already moving toward you, already rearranging their life to cross your path. And here is the part that will make your heart race. This is not someone brand new. This is someone your soul has met before, in another lifetime, another season, another version of you. They remember you. And in the next few days, they are going to make sure you remember them too, before I unfold exactly who this person is and how they arrive. Tell me in the comments, where in the world are you watching this from tonight? Drop your flag, drop your city. And if your heart just skipped a beat, tap that like button right now, because what I'm about to reveal is meant for the ones who are ready to receive it. Aquarius, my dear, beautiful, endlessly deep Aquarius, welcome. This is your reading for the 17th day of August, 2026, and I want you to take one slow breath before we go any further. Breathe, inches, hold it for just a moment, and release. Because the energy I am picking up for you today is not gentle. It is not quiet. It is the kind of energy that arrives like a warm storm, the kind that shakes the leaves off the old tree so that something greener, something truer, can finally grow in its place. And I know you have been waiting. You have been so patient, Aquarius. You have watched other people fall into love effortlessly, watched them stumble into relationships as if the universe simply handed them a partner on a silver plate, while you stood on the outside, arms crossed, heart quietly aching, whispering to yourself, maybe I am too complicated for love. Maybe I ask too much. Maybe I am destined to be the one who understands everyone else but is never truly understood. I need you to silence that voice right now. Silence it. Because the cards I have pulled for you today, the planetary alignments burning in your chart this very week, they all point to one undeniable truth. The season of your solitude is collapsing. Not slowly, not gently. It is collapsing now in this moment. In this reading, as if the universe needed you to hear it from my voice before it shows you proof with your own two eyes. There is a person coming. And I say coming, but the truth is more layered than that. This person is already here. Aquarius. They exist in your orbit. Perhaps they are someone you spoke to 3 years ago and never forgot. Perhaps they are someone sitting in a room you have walked past a dozen times without truly seeing them. Perhaps they are a name that suddenly reappeared in your thoughts last week, uninvited, persistent, like a melody you cannot stop humming. That is not coincidence. That is the universe tapping you on the shoulder, saying, look again, look closer. I placed them there for a reason, and that reason is arriving faster than you think. But here is the tension I feel in your energy, and I will not pretend it is not there. You are tired of hoping. You are tired of believing something beautiful is around the corner, only for the corner to keep turning, turning, turning. There is a part of you that has built a small fortress around your heart, not out of bitterness, but out of self-preservation. You told yourself, if I stop expecting it, it cannot disappoint me again. And that was wise. That was you protecting the most sacred chamber of your soul. I honor that. I honor every single night you chose yourself when love did not choose you back. But Aquarius, the walls you built to keep the pain out are also the walls keeping this person out. And the cosmos is about to hand you choice you did not expect. You will not need to tear those walls down. This person is going to simply sit beside them, patiently, quietly, until you realize you never had to be brave, you only had to be willing, and that is the divine unfolding I need you to trust. Every delay you experienced was not punishment, it was preparation. The universe was refining you, sharpening your intuition, teaching you what you will no longer tolerate, so that when this person walks fully into your life, you will recognize them not with desperation, but with clarity. You will look at them and feel something ancient, something settled, and you will think, oh, so this is who it was supposed to be all along. The tarot confirms this with a force that genuinely startled me during the pull. The first card that leapt forward was the Star, reversed for only a heartbeat before it corrected itself upright. And that reversal, Aquarius, that was your doubt. That was the small whisper saying it's too late for me. And then it flipped, upright, radiant, the star in her full glory, pouring water over the earth, healing what was scorched. Beside her, the Two of Cups appeared. And I do not say this lightly. The Two of Cups is the most literal, most undeniable card of mutual romantic recognition in the entire deck. Two souls meeting, choosing, deciding to face each other and say, yes, I see you, and I choose you, and I am not walking away. That is what is coming. And beneath both cards, the Wheel of Fortune turns slowly, reminding me that timing is never late in the eyes of the divine. You are not behind. You are precisely on schedule for the love that was always meant to find you. Now, gentle reminder, Aquarius, as always. This is a general reading, channeled through the energies of the sky and the cards, and it is meant to be filtered through your own intuition. You know your life, you know your heart. Take what resonates, leave what does not, and trust that the universe speaks to you in the language only you can fully translate. This is guidance, not a chain. You are always, always free. Later in this reading, I am going to walk you through what this love looks like in the coming weeks, how it touches your finances, your career, your health, your family, your daily energy, and even the 3 zodiac signs that are most magnetically drawn to you right now. I will reveal your lucky numbers and your lucky color for the 17th of August, and I will explain exactly how to use them to open the doors even wider. So stay with me, do not click away, because what I have for you in these sections ahead is specific, and it is tender, and it is meant to land in the exact spot where you have been holding your breath. But before we go deeper, Aquarius, if this message is already touching something soft inside you, if you felt that little exhale in your chest when I said you are on schedule, then do me a small kindness. Tap that like button, not for the algorithm, for you. Make it a tiny promise to yourself that you are ready to receive. And if you have not yet subscribed, do it now, because I will be here tomorrow and the day after, walking beside you through every shift, every surprise, every quiet miracle the cosmos is stitching into your story. Now, let us talk about your lucky numbers and your color for today, because the universe is giving you tools, Aquarius, and I want you to hold them gently. Your numbers for the 17th of August are 7, 14, 23, 38, and 42. 7 is your anchor today. It is the number of spiritual completion, of a cycle finally closing so a new one can breathe. If you see the number 7 today, in an address, timestamp, a receipt, pause and whisper a small thank you. 14 carries the energy of balance in partnership, the very energy of the Two of Cups woven into digits. 23 is transformation, the phoenix number, reminding you that the version of you who was lonely is not the version of you who will be loved. 38 and 42 are your harvest numbers, the ones that whisper. What you planted in silence is about to bloom in public. Keep these numbers close. Write them on a small piece of paper and tuck it under your pillow tonight. Set an intention before you sleep. Say, I am open, I am worthy, I am ready, and your color, Aquarius, is rose gold, not the loud, blinding gold of ambition, but the soft, warm, blush-kissed gold of a heart that has been through the fire and come out tender, glowing, still capable of love. Wear something in this tone if you can. A scarf, a bracelet, even a small ribbon. Let it be a signal to the universe and to this incoming person that you are soft again, that you are open again, that the fortress has a door, and you are finally willing to unlock it. But that is not all, Aquarius. Because before I can walk you into the specific rooms of your life, love, money, work, health, family, I need to speak to the room that holds them all, the room that is you, the quiet, sacred chamber behind your ribs where you keep your worth, your faith, your fragile belief that you deserve what you are asking for. And I need you to hear this with your whole body, not just your ears. You are not too much. You have never been too much. You are not too intense, not too intellectual, not too emotionally vast, not too strange, not too difficult to figure out. The person coming toward you is not coming to fix you or simplify you. They are coming to witness you, to sit in the full, sprawling, beautifully complicated landscape of who you are and say, without flinching, yes, all of it. I want all of it. And I need you to believe that before the 17th of August becomes the 19th, before the 20th, before the week closes its hand around you, you need to believe it now, while you are still in the hallway, while the door has not yet opened. Because the moment you truly believe you are worthy of a love that does not require you to shrink, the universe will hand you that love like a key, finally finding its lock. There is something deeper here, Aquarius, and it has to do with patience. Not the grinding, teeth-clenching patience of waiting for a bus that might never come. No, I am talking about the patience of a seed buried in dark soil. The seed does not panic. It does not claw at the dirt and scream, "Why am I not a flower yet?" It trusts the darkness. It trusts the pressure. It trusts that the rain is coming, that the sun is coming, that the season is turning even when it cannot see the turning. You have been in that dark soil, Aquarius. And I know it was lonely. I know there were nights you pressed your face into your pillow and wondered if you would bloom at all, if perhaps you were a seed the universe had simply forgotten, but you were not forgotten. You were incubating every heartbreak, every confusing silence, every person who almost was but was not quite right. They were the pressure that cracked the shell just enough for the light to eventually pour in, and that light is pouring in now. You can feel it, can you not? A subtle shift in the air, a strange new softness in your chest, a feeling that something is different this week, even if you cannot yet name what. Trust that feeling. It is your soul recognizing the arrival before your eyes can confirm it. Now let me draw the cards deeper for you, Aquarius, because the tarot has more to say, and I would not dare silence it. The next card that surfaced is the Empress, and she came forward with such tenderness, such maternal warmth, that I had to set the deck down for a moment. The Empress is the archetype of divine feminine abundance, of creation, of a love that nourishes rather than drains. For you, Aquarius, she is appearing as a confirmation that the relationship entering your life will not be another lesson in scarcity. It will not be another experience of giving and receiving silence in return. The Empress promises a love that feeds you. A love that says, come, sit, rest, let me take care of you for once. And if you have been the one always taking care of everyone else, always being the strong friend, the wise listener, the one who holds the space while quietly starving inside that same space, the Empress is telling you it is your turn to be held. Your turn to be soft, your turn to be the one who says, I need you here, and I am not ashamed to say it. Beside the Empress, the Knight of Cups rode forward, and my breath caught Aquarius, because this card is the literal embodiment of a person in motion toward you with an emotional offering. The Knight of Cups does not walk, he rides. He moves with urgency, with longing, with a message he has been carrying for longer than is comfortable. This person has been composing what they want to say to you, perhaps in their head during a long drive, perhaps in a half-written text they deleted 3 times, perhaps in a dream where they finally said the words out loud and woke up aching. They are coming, Aquarius. They are coming with their heart in their hands, slightly bruised, slightly trembling, but offering. And the card tells me the timing is close, not months, not someday. The night rides swiftly. Expect a message, reappearance. Sudden and almost surreal reconnection within the next 11 days mark this. Hold it gently in your mind like a candle flame you do not want to blow out. And beneath both cards, anchoring the entire spread, the High Priestess sat in stillness, reminding you of the most important spiritual truth I can offer you today. You already know. You already know who this person is. You already felt them before I said a single word. There is a name that flickered in your mind when I said someone your soul has met before. There is a face, a voice, particular quality of silence that belongs only to them. The High Priestess is asking you to trust that inner knowing. Do not rationalize it away. Do not say, no, that cannot be, they moved on, they forgot me, it was nothing. The High Priestess whispers, it was never nothing, and they never forgot. Lean into that knowing. Let it settle into your bones like warm water. You do not need proof yet, you only need faith, just a small, trembling, stubborn thread of faith, and the universe will do the rest. What happens next is important, Aquarius, because I am about to walk you into the specific corridors of your life, and I want you to listen with your whole heart. We are going to speak of your health. Because your body has been carrying grief it never agreed to carry. We are going to speak of your career and your finances, because there is a shift building there too, quieter than the love shift, but no less significant. We are going to speak of your family, of your energy, of the students among you who have been struggling to focus, and of the 3 Zodiac signs who are orbiting you like satellites right now, drawn to your light whether they admit it or not. Every section I am about to unfold was pulled specifically for the Aquarius energy on this exact day, the 17th of August, 2026, under this exact sky. So breathe. Settle inches, let yourself be received. And if you are still here, Aquarius, if you have not looked away, if your eyes are still soft and your heart is still open and that small thread of faith is still glowing in your chest, then you are exactly where you need to be. You did not find this reading. This reading found you, and that means the message is yours to keep, so hold it. Press it against your sternum. Whisper it to yourself before you sleep tonight. I am ready, I am worthy, I am loved, even now, even before the proof arrives. And then tomorrow, when the sun rises and the world asks you to be practical, to be busy, to be strong, you will smile quietly, because you will carry a secret. You will know that someone is riding toward you with a cup full of love, and that the waiting is almost over. The universe is also showing me something about your body, Aquarius, and I need you to receive this with gentleness, not fear. For the past several weeks, your physical form has been carrying an emotional weight it was never designed to hold. You have been clenching your jaw in your sleep without knowing it. You have been holding tension in your shoulders, in your neck, in that small space between your shoulder blades where grief likes to nest when you will not let yourself cry. And I want you to know that your body is not betraying you. It is remembering for you. It has been storing every swallowed word, every silent disappointment, every night you told yourself you were fine when you were not fine. But Aquarius, the energy of the 17th of August is asking you to release, not all at once, not in one dramatic exhale, but slowly, like opening window in a room that has been sealed for a long time. Let fresh air inches, let your shoulders drop. Let your unclench. This week, if you can give yourself one evening where you do absolutely nothing productive. No screens, no scrolling, no solving, just a warm bath or a slow walk under open sky, or simply lying on the floor with your eyes closed, letting gravity take the weight you have been carrying upright for too long. Your body is asking for rest, Aquarius, not as a reward for finishing everything. As a birthright, you deserve softness, you deserve stillness. And as this new love approaches, your body needs to be a home that feels safe to receive, not a fortress still braced for impact. So soften, darling, soften. And as your body begins to release, your work life is about to experience its own quiet unlocking. I am pulling energy around your career, Aquarius, and what I see is not a dramatic explosion of change, but something perhaps more meaningful: recognition. There has been a period where you felt invisible in your professional space. You have been doing the work, showing up, producing, creating, solving problems that others could not solve. And yet the acknowledgement felt distant, delayed, as if your contributions were disappearing into a void before anyone could see them. That period is ending. The cards show the Eight of Pentacles shifting into the Three of Wands, and what that tells me is this: the meticulous, quiet effort you have been pouring into your craft is about to become visible. Someone in a position of influence is about to notice you, not in a loud, theatrical way, in a subtle, deliberate way. A conversation that opens a door, an email that arrives at the perfect moment, a project you thought was buried suddenly being pulled back into the light because someone said your name in a room you were not present in. As if you have been waiting for a sign that your work matters, Aquarius. This is it. You are seen, you are valued, and a shift is building that will reward your patience in ways you cannot yet calculate. And for those of you who are searching, who are in the tender, exhausting space of looking for work, of sending applications into silence, of rehearsing answers to interview questions in the mirror, while your chest tightens with the fear that perhaps you are not enough, that perhaps the world has no place for your particular gifts. I need you to hear me. The universe has not forgotten your hands. It has not forgotten your mind. The Ace of Pentacles appeared in this position, and the ace is always a seed, always a beginning, always the first green shoot breaking through cold ground. A new opportunity is forming. It may not look like the job you applied for 3 months ago. It may not carry the title you rehearsed in your head, but it will carry purpose. It will carry alignment. It will be the right soil for the particular seed you are. And it is closer than you think. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, expect a conversation, referral, door you did not even know existed swinging open with a quiet, almost casual ease that will make you laugh in disbelief. Trust the timing. You are not behind. You are being guided toward the placement that fits. Now, let us speak of money, Aquarius, because I know this is where some of you have been holding the tightest breath. Financial pressure has been a low, constant hum in the background of your life for longer than you would like to admit. Not always a crisis. Sometimes just a slow, grinding awareness that the numbers do not quite stretch, that the cushion is thinner than it should be, that you are one unexpected bill away from a conversation you do not want to have, and that hum, that quiet anxiety, it seeps into everything. It makes it hard to sleep. It makes it hard to receive love. Because how can you open your heart when your mind is calculating? I see you. I see the mental arithmetic you do at 2 in the morning. But Aquarius, the financial energy shifting around you this week is one of gradual relief. Not a lottery windfall, not a sudden miracle, but a loosening, a payment that finally arrives, a debt that is smaller than you feared, A small opportunity that adds a layer of breathing room you did not expect. The Six of Pentacles appeared in your money position, and it speaks of balance restored, of receiving what is owed to you, of the scales tipping back toward fairness. Money that was stuck is beginning to move. Resources that were delayed are remembering your name. You do not need to force this. You do not need to panic. You need to exhale and trust that the current is turning. Abundance is not a fixed destination. It is a rhythm. And your rhythm is shifting from scarcity back into flow. But that is not all, Aquarius. Because the deepest, most tender part of this reading is still ahead. We have spoken of your body, your work, your wallet. Now we must speak of your heart. And not just the new heart arriving, though we will speak of that too. I want to speak to the Aquarius who is already in a relationship, who is sitting beside someone right now, wondering if what they have is enough, wondering if the spark can be reignited, wondering if the silence between them is the silence of peace or the silence of something slowly dying. And then I want to speak to the Aquarius who is alone, who is waiting, who is aching, because the cards have something so specific, so tender, so breathtakingly hopeful for you that I almost did not want to say it out loud for fear of making it too fragile. But I will say it. I will say all of it. Because you deserve to hear it. You deserve to feel the weight of your own future pressing gently against your present, warm and alive and close. So take another breath, Aquarius. Let your shoulders drop one more inch. And let me walk you into the room where love is waiting for you with open arms. Aquarius, if you are in a relationship right now, if there is someone already sleeping beside you or someone you call at the end of the day, I want you to listen closely, because the cards are not showing me an ending. They are showing me a renewal. There has been a distance between you and your person, not a dramatic, explosive distance, not a slammed door or a cruel word, a quieter one. The kind that creeps in when two people stop asking each other real questions, when the conversations become logistics, when you both sit in the same room but your souls are in different rooms, different time zones, different silent griefs. And I know you have been wondering, is this all it becomes? Is this the slow fading I was afraid of? The answer the cards give me is no, not yet. Not if you are willing to be brave in a new way. The Ten of Cups appeared in your relationship position, but it came with the Tower sitting quietly beneath it, and what that tells me is this: the structure you built together, the routine, the comfortable architecture of your days, it needs a small, sacred earthquake, not destruction, a cracking open. A night where you say the thing you have been swallowing. A morning where you reach for their hand not out of habit, but out of genuine, trembling need. A conversation that begins with the words, I miss you, and you are right here, and I still miss you. That conversation is the key. Aquarius, have it this week. Have it before the moon shifts. Because on the other side of that vulnerability is a reconnection so tender, so raw, so deeply healing that it will feel like falling in love for the second time. And the second time, the cards tell me, will be deeper than the first. Because now you will be choosing each other with your eyes open, with your scars visible, with no pretense left. And that, darling, is the love that lasts. And now I turn to you. Aquarius, you who are alone, you who have been reading this with your hand pressed flat against your chest, whispering, please, please let this be for me. It is for you. I promise you, it is for you. The Knight of Cups I drew earlier is not a metaphor. This is a literal person moving through the world right now, and they are thinking about you. They are thinking about you in the way you think about them, in that half-asleep, half-dreaming way where the mind softens and the heart speaks without permission. They are going to reach out, or they are going to appear in a space you did not expect them to. A mutual friends gathering. A message that lights up your phone at an hour that feels almost sacred, almost too late, almost too vulnerable. And when it comes, Aquarius, I need you to resist the urge to play it cool. I need you to resist the Aquarius instinct to intellectualize the moment, to analyze it, to say, well, I should wait 3 hours to respond so I do not seem too eager. No. Respond from your heart. Respond from the place that has been waiting. Let them feel your warmth. Let them feel that they are wanted. Because that is what will unlock the next door. That is what will turn a tentative message into a real conversation into a meeting into the moment where you look at each other across a table and the noise of the entire world simply stops, and you will think, oh, there you are. I have been waiting so long, and they will think the same. And neither of you will say it out loud. Not yet, but you will both feel it, and that will be enough. That will be everything. There is something deeper here, Aquarius, something about your family that the cards want me to touch before I move on. The Four of Wands appeared in your family position, and it carries an energy of homecoming, of reconciliation, of a small rift healing. There has been a tension with a family member, perhaps a parent, perhaps a sibling, perhaps someone you love fiercely but have not spoken to in weeks because pride or hurt built a wall neither of you knows how to dismantle. The cards are saying, this week, the wall softens, not because someone is wrong and someone is right, but because love is older than the argument. Love is older than the silence. And one small gesture, one text, one phone call that begins with, I just wanted to hear your voice, will crack that wall wide open. You do not need to solve everything. You do not need to have full resolution. You only need to open the door 1 inch. And the other person, Aquarius, is waiting on the other side, hand on the handle, praying you will be the one to turn it first. Be the one. Be brave. Be soft. And your energy, Aquarius, your daily emotional tone this week, is shifting from a gray, muted endurance into something warmer, something almost golden. You have been running on fumes, on duty, on the quiet determination of someone who refuses to fall apart, even when every cell in their body is asking for rest. But the 17th of August marks a turning point. You will feel it in small ways first. A morning where you wake up and the heaviness in your chest is lighter. An afternoon where you laugh genuinely, unexpectedly, at something small, and the laugh surprises you because you had forgotten the sound. An evening where you look out a window and feel, for the first time in weeks, that the future is not a threat but a promise. Hold those moments. Collect them like small stones in your pocket. They are proof that the storm is passing. They are proof that you are coming home to yourself. And for the students among you, the Aquarius souls who are hunched over books and screens, who are fighting the fog of distraction, who feel their mind pulling away from focus like a kite straining against its string. The cards say, be gentle with yourself. You are not lazy. You are not broken. Your mind is processing emotional undercurrents that make concentration difficult, and that is not a flaw, that is a human truth. But the energy is clearing. By midweek, you will feel a sharpening, a return of clarity, as if someone wiped condensation from a window and the world snapped back into view. Study in short, sacred bursts. 20 minutes of deep focus, then 5 minutes of breathing, of stretching, of stepping outside. Do not punish yourself for needing rest. Rest is not the enemy of progress. It is the soil in which progress grows. Now, Aquarius, before I close this chapter, I must tell you about the 3 signs orbiting you right now, drawn to your energy like moths to a warm, steady flame. The first is Libra. Libra sees your depth, your complexity, your refusal to be simple, and they do not run. They lean inches they want to understand you, and their patience in doing so will feel like a balm to your often misunderstood soul. The second is Gemini. Gemini matches your mental electricity, your need for conversation, for ideas, for a partner who can dance through a thought as nimbly as you can. With Gemini, you will feel seen in your mind, and for you, Aquarius, that is almost as intimate as being seen in your heart. And the third is Sagittarius. Wild, open, unafraid Sagittarius, who will look at your walls and say, I will not climb them. I will simply sit here and wait until you open the gate yourself. And somehow, Aquarius, that patience, that refusal to force, will be the very thing that makes you open it. As we begin to gently close this sacred circle we have built together today, Aquarius, I want you to take one more deep, intentional breath. Draw the air all the way down into your belly. Hold it for a heartbeat, and let it out with a soft sigh. Feel the shift in the room. Feel the shift in your own chest. You are not the same person who pressed play on this video. You came here carrying the heavy, quiet ache of waiting, wondering if the universe had forgotten your name, wondering if your heart was destined to remain a beautiful, untouched museum. But you are leaving this space with a promise. You are leaving with the absolute, undeniable knowing that your season of solitude is collapsing, and that someone is already moving through the world, rearranging their steps to finally meet you where you are. There is a profound difference between hoping for love and preparing for love. Hope is passive, it waits for the world to change. Preparation is active, it changes the world from the inside out. And that is what you have done today. By sitting with these cards, by allowing your heart to soften even just a fraction, by daring to believe that the Knight of Cups is riding toward you, you have prepared the soil. You have unlocked the door. You have told the universe, I am ready, I am open. I am willing to be surprised, and the universe, my dear Aquarius, loves nothing more than a soul that is finally ready to receive. As you step away from the screen and move back into the rhythm of your day, I want you to pay attention to the subtle, beautiful ways the cosmos will wink at you. Watch for the number 7. Watch for the soft, blush-kissed hue of rose gold in a sunset, in a stranger's scarf, in the light filtering through the trees. These are not random occurrences. These are the universe's way of tapping you on the shoulder, whispering, I am here. The promise is real. Keep your heart open. When you see them, I want you to smile. I want you to feel a deep, settling wave of relief wash over your nervous system. You do not have to force anything. You do not have to chase. You only have to remain in your own beautiful, authentic frequency, and let what is meant for you simply find you. I want you to feel empowered today, Aquarius. Empowered by your own resilience, by the fact that you survived every single night you thought you would not, and you still kept your capacity to love intact. That is a rare and sacred magic. I want you to feel hopeful, not in a naive way, but in a grounded, deeply rooted way, knowing that the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. I want you to feel protected, wrapped in the maternal, nurturing energy of the Empress, knowing that you are being guided away from the wrong people and toward the right one. And I want you to feel motivated not to hustle, not to strive, but to live fully to joy, to treat yourself with the exact same tenderness you so freely give to others. Thank you. Thank you for sitting with me today. Thank you for trusting me with your time, your energy, and your beautiful, complex heart. It is an honor to be a vessel for these messages, to translate the language of the stars and the cards into words that can hold you when the world feels too loud. But please, my dear Aquarius, always remember that this reading is a map, not cage. It is guidance, not absolute fate. You are the author of your own life, and the universe speaks to you in energies and possibilities, not rigid commands. Take what resonates deep in your bones, the words that made your spirit exhale, and keep them close. And gently, without guilt, release what does not serve you. Your intuition is your highest compass. Always, always trust it above all else. If this message brought you comfort, if it gave you a reason to smile, or if it simply made you feel a little less alone in the vastness of the world, please leave a like on this video. It helps this message find other Aquarius souls who are wandering in the dark, looking for a light. Subscribe to the channel, and return tomorrow because I will be right here, waiting to unfold the next chapter of your story, walking beside you through every shift, every surprise, and every quiet miracle the cosmos is stitching into your life. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, and let the ripple of this healing energy spread outward. I send you my deepest blessings, Aquarius. I send you love that heals, clarity that guides, and strength that sustains. May your evening be peaceful. May your sleep be deep and free of anxiety. And may you wake up tomorrow with a quiet, unshakable knowing that your person is out there, looking at the same moon, waiting for the exact right moment to say hello. You are seen, you are valued. You are so deeply loved. Until next time, my beautiful Aquarius, keep your heart open.